Hi, I'm Amanda, and I'm an athletic training student, and today I'm going to be the clinician.
I'm Jess. I'm also an athletic training student at Seton Hall, and I'm going to be the patient today.
So today we're going to be demonstrating scapular protraction exercises of the shoulder. So the main muscles associated with scapular protraction are the serratus anterior and the pectoralis minor. So the serratus anterior attaches from ribs 1 through 8 or 1 through 9, and then onto the medial border of the scapula. So it kind of goes across like underneath your arm. And then the pectoralis minor is going to attach to the coracoid process right in here, and it's going to attach then also to ribs 3, 4, and 5. So these muscles are important for not only stabilizing the scapula, but also if the serratus anterior is weak, then you're going to have a more prominent medial border of the scapula, and then which leads to scapular winging. Also, you have to watch out for scapular dyskinesis and also rounded shoulders. So the first exercise that I'm going to be having the patient do are serratus punches. So this is a isometric open kinetic chain exercise. So I'm going to have the patient do is get into position. So I'm going to have them stand a few steps away from the wall with their back facing the wall. I'm going to have them grab the resistance band. And what I'm going to have them do is I'm going to have them push their shoulder forward. I'm going to have them hold there since it's isometric. So I'm going to have them do 3 sets of 10-second holds. If this exercise is too difficult for the patient, we can regress them to either a lower resistance band or decrease the amount of seconds that they're holding it for. If this is too easy for the patient, we can progress them to a more difficult resistance band or for longer seconds that they're going to be holding it for. With this exercise, it is important to also make sure that the shoulder is not shrugged up. You want to make sure that it's nice and relaxed and depressed. So the next exercise that I'm going to have the patient do is going to be a similar exercise, except for it's not going to be an isometric exercise, it's just going to be an open kinetic chain. So we're going to have the same patient positioning with their back to the wall, a few steps away from the wall. I'm going to give them the band again, and they're going to be doing serratus punches again, except for instead of holding it there, they're going to just be doing reps. So they're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 reps. So they're going to punch, and then retract, punch, retract, and then keep going. Again, making sure that their shoulders aren't shrugged and that they're nice and relaxed and depressed. And then again, if it's too easy, we can progress them to more reps or a harder resistance band. And then if it's too difficult, we can regress them to a lighter resistance band or less reps. So the next exercise I'm going to have the patient do is called B-scap protractions. This is an isotonic closed kinetic chain exercise. So what I'm going to have the patient do is get into position. They're going to get into a quadruped position on all fours. They're going to make sure that their arms are extended. They're going to make sure their back is flat with a tight core. And they're going to, when we start the exercise, they're going to lift their knees off of the floor. So this exercise is going to show protraction and retraction of the scapula, but we're going to highlight the protraction phase. So now I'm going to have the patient begin the exercise. So I'm going to have them lift their knees off the floor, and I'm going to have them go through the protraction phase first. So they're going to push through the floor, through their shoulders, rounding their back. Next I'm going to have them go through the retraction phase, squeezing their shoulder blades together, making sure that they're not arching their back, though, too much. Something helpful would be to provide the patient with feedback by tapping on the rhomboids to remind them to squeeze their scaps together and to activate them. For this exercise, we're going to have them go through 3 sets of 10 reps. And then again, if this is too hard, we're going to regress them to the quadruped position, but keeping them on their knees rather than lifting them off. And if it's too easy, we can progress them to doing more reps. Exercise has a concentric and an eccentric phase. So the concentric phase is going to be when they're going through the scapular protraction, and the eccentric phase is going to be when they're going through the scapular retract. So the final exercise I'm going to be having the patient do is going to be basketball chest passes. So this is going to be their functional exercise. I'm going to have the patient start with the ball at their chest. I'm going to have them take a step, push, and release the ball. This forward motion of their shoulders is going to be indicative of scapular protraction. They're going to be doing 3 sets of 20 passes with a partner. Or if it's too easy, we can add a weighted ball, or if it's too difficult, we can have them do a bounce pass instead of a chest pass.